What's going on, people? Welcome. Another episode of the DNA, your Digital Nerd Alliance. Because just being a fucking nerd is in our DNA. Welcome to the
Absolutely.
show. It is the bad guy JP. Alongside me, you guys know him as mostly the asshole, Mizzle. But from the Mizzle and Dope Show, we welcome Mizzle. So we'll see if Dub or anybody else will join up a little bit later this evening. But we got a very interesting and I guess debate-filled episode. You could say because we're gonna go over today or tonight, I should say, or in a 2 day span, depending on how long this goes. Um, who the strongest characters in across all universes, whether it's MCU, DCU, video game, anime, you name it, we're talking about it. And yeah, I brought up a list and a pretty interesting few names popped up. And but I mean the first ones when we're talking about like strongest beings in all universes, first ones that usually pop to people's minds are guys like Superman, Goku, um, One Punch Man is is another guy that I was kind of like, yeah, no, it makes sense. I remember seeing that episode where he basically one punch dude in the nuts and apologized for it. He's like, I'm sorry, I didn't want to do it. And basically destroyed, generations to come, in a single punch. Um, but I mean, you think people or beings like Thanos or Kang or Doctor Doom or Apocalypse,
hmm
Dark Side, just countless names that you can bring up. But one of them that I saw on this list, and I want to know what people think about it, but I also kind of want to know because it I can see why people would look at it and go, that makes no sense, because that's kind of the look you gave me when I told you.
Yeah, I was shocked.
But the list that popped up, and it gave me, I mean, obviously this is an AI list, this is basically from countless people who have come up with lists and stuff like that about things. And one of the strongest video game characters that it came up with was the little pink puffball fucking Kirby. Now, the description it has, when you read the description, that's when it kind of makes you go, okay, maybe. Literally the description is a living black hole, which, as we know in universe talking points, nothing escapes a black hole. We don't even know what comes out of the other side of a black. We just know that whatever gets into it
Yeah.
goes nowhere. Absence
So,
of light, the whole thing.
so are we saying Kirby is a part century? Because where does
By
century send people to a black hole, right?
by those standards, yeah, but the black hole is in his stomach apparently.
True.
It says the living black hole surprise, and it literally says a surprisingly powerful entity, which surprised the fuck out of me.
Well, you saw
Um,
my face.
yeah, that has defeated countless cosmic gods and universe level threats. Now that makes me wonder.
Cosmic gods.
Cosmic gods and universe level threats
There
makes me
is
start to think about, okay, those threats in Kirby's universe, are they up to par in strength and everything when it comes to other universes? So
fair
that's where,
question.
so, okay, cosmic level threats, universal threats in his universe,
Right.
which I guess would be considered what, the Nintendo universe?
Was it Kirby Nintendo?
I believe so. He was in Super Smash Brothers, so
So you mean it? Yeah. Well, I guess that means he will be the strongest in the Nintendo universe. Then I
he,
guess.
I mean, he people used Kirby all the time. It was more of like a trolling thing that people would use Kirby for, Super Smash Brothers, but he was a powerful character in that game.
Okay.
So there's that aspect. Now in the Nintendo universe, it's kind of like, okay, well, who do you really have to oppose that? And when you really think about it, if we're talking just that universe, yeah, Kirby is probably
Yeah.
way up there.
Especially if he's a
In
black hole. He's taking over Bowser. He's Wario. He's beating Wario easy. Um. Fuck. How many villains do we have in Nintendo?
yeah, I mean, it's kind of when you look at just that universe, but then you look out, could Kirby beat somebody like Darkseid?
Well,
Omega beams and all.
will he send the mega beam to the dark hole? He will he inhale it per se? I mean, I did bring up a name to you since it's kind of we could we could debate it. Kid Buu. They
Yeah,
both absorb. Uh, you know, but is he more insane like Kid Buu is the thing. He's more of a hero than it is a villain. Am I
yeah.
so
That would
I mean
be
I
an
guess it
interesting. Am I? I mean, when you kind of look at it, who came first, Kirby or Kid Buu?
I
I
mean they
want to
both
say
were
it's
created in the
Kirby.
80s.
I want to say Kirby was before Kid Buu. And if you
Okay.
really, if you really kind of look at it, is Majin? And we got to go before that because I mean, Kid Buu is not the first.
No.
You know,
The the
it,
big version.
Kid Buu is almost essentially like damn near final form of
Yeah.
Buu.
Yes.
But when you look at Majin Buu, does he not look like just an evil Kirby?
That's what I was getting at. That's why I said Kid Boo. I guess I could have led off with plus size Boo. But yeah, I mean a big blob. And you seen when Goku hit him with that Kamehameha at level 3, he just so
And just sucks everything up,
yep.
turns people into chocolate.
Yep.
It's just kind of,
Very, very, very strong because he popped Bobbity head right off.
you know. So it's like the similar, like if Kirby were to go evil, he'd probably be something like Majin Buu
Yes.
or Kid Buu or something like that. So it's kind of like, okay, but then if you make that comparison, Boo got defeated eventually, so therefore Kirby could probably get defeated at some point.
Yes.
Now, could Kirby beat somebody like, let me see, what's the one? The one above all. The ultimate omnipotent and omniscient representation uh, of the writers slash creators in the Marvel comics. Um,
Hmm.
the Beyonder in the MCU is another one. I
Oh.
I don't think Kid Buu could beat Franklin, and I think Frank Franklin I think Franklin is one of those that I mean, this would be a real short show. If
Absolutely. That's what I said. We got to keep Franklin off this list because that's the cheat. That's the cheat code.
Franklin is kind of one of those. It's a tier above everyone. So it's like, who's the strongest? Probably Franklin out of
Hands down.
everybody. You
Hands
know,
down.
can fight, can create, can
Yes.
destroy, can
Bring
do,
you back to life.
bring you. He can basically do it all. So and he takes, if I'm not mistaken, he takes the mantle of the Beyonder at one point, doesn't he? Like later on in life and everything, like he's not called the Beyonder, I don't think, but he takes that position.
You could be right. Wouldn't put
I,
it
I
past you.
I could be wrong, but I could be right because again, when you're talking about an omega level mutant, that's Franklin.
Omega level. Yes.
Let's see. Did uh,
So how many
did
Omegas do
uh,
we have? We have Storm. We have Franklin. Is Cyclops considered an Omega? No. Professor Xavier, Magneto. That's what we're gonna call Dub from now on. On this show, he's Professor Dub. There we go.
yeah.
There we go.
No, Franklin Richards did not become the Beyonder in mainstream comics. While both are reality warpers in immense power, um, however, in certain storylines, like What If,
Yes.
Franklin has become cosmic level beings, and speculative theories, such as in the upcoming Doomsday movie, um, hints at his power connecting to similar concepts.
Yes.
Um, so if Franklin Richards became something like the Beyonder, which and what okay, so what distincts Omega level? That's the one thing I never really, because again, when you have somebody like Franklin Richards, when you look at the other Omega level mutants that you just said, Storm, I'm sorry, she's not even close.
Yes, she's hands down just the Omega by herself. That's
But that's what I'm saying. Like, what is definition of Omega? Can
excuse
she
me. Could
do
it
anything else really any than just control the weather?
well maybe that's what makes the part of it Omega because she can control things. Like Jean Grey, Omega because she can control things.
Mhm.
Um this is just how I'm just theorizing. I'm not saying I'm a wholehearted 100%, but I'm figuring if you have mind control or you can manip some things, that will be considered you an Omega. Like they can control you, but they can't control you. Like Jubilee, she's a mutant, but she's controllable per se.
Let's say it says an Omega level mutant is a classification in Marvel Comics representing a mutant whose dominant power has no definable upper limit, often signifying the highest potential for that specific ability.
Franklin.
So, I mean,
It's just that's it.
mutant often classified as Omega for one specific power. For Magneto is basically the strongest in magnetism. Is that what it's called?
Magnetism.
Yeah, magnetism. Sorry. Jean Grey for telepathy. Okay,
Hmm.
Storm for the weather.
Hmm.
There's no real set power limit
Yeah,
to what they
they
can
are the
achieve.
set.
It right. They are the bar when it
Yeah.
comes to their respective powers.
Now, question: does my favorite Marvel asshole, is he considered Omega? Because he technically he can't die until you put that contraption on him that we saw in part two. So would that be considered Omega? Because he loses limbs and they grow back.
Has he been decapitated and still grown back?
No, I don't know about that. We
See,
have to look that one up.
that's where
That's
I'm
where it
saying there's
draws.
that limit.
Right. So if you cut his head off with it, I mean, he did saw off his goddamn wrist and gave the guy the middle finger.
I mean, he has been hit in the head, shot in the head
Stabbed,
and everything,
shot,
stabbed.
stabbed, pulled it out,
But
regenerated.
decapitation is something that has been universally looked at as it doesn't matter what you are. Decapitation is brain detached from body over.
Done. Yeah.
That's usually how it. Very very few um characters, whether villain or superhero,
Hmm.
have the ability to survive a decapitation.
Yeah. I believe.
Um, I don't believe I've ever seen
I've never seen.
Deadpool
Yeah.
get decapitated and still grow everything back.
Well, Wolverine was about to do it and he stopped him. So
So, and that's the
maybe,
only way you can kill Wolverine.
unless you got the silver, but no, the silver bullet just makes him forget shit.
Hmm.
Ooh, but how would you decapitate him with all that antimonium in his body, though? That you would. I mean, I guess it's possible. Cyclops can do it.
I don't think Cyclops is considered Omega level either.
No. What about Mystique
See,
for her
Mystique,
shape shifting and all the things like that? Would that consider her Omega?
but in that shape shifting, can she take on the powers of who she's shape shifting into?
No, I think she just no, because I think she did in the movie where she was going in between Wolverine and Mystique. She did pull out the claws. Did show this is the Fox version we're talking about. If you remember when they were fighting in the beginning, she did kind of morph into Wolverine, and the claws did come out. So
I'm wondering if it has to do physical rather than so like if it's a physical body part or
mhm.
part of the body like Wolverine's claws,
Yes.
it's possible. But if it's something like Storm,
And I
like
don't think she can
controlling the
do
weather,
Cyclops and Storms. Yeah, I don't think she can do that.
yeah, can Mystique.
See, this is why I love this show. We even though we know this stuff, it still piques our nerd. And it's like, wait a minute, it's
Use
could that just think about if we had this show when we were kids watching the cartoons that we watch. Oh my god. Well,
Might
I
be
wouldn't
spelling
lose
that wrong, but okay.
with
She doesn't. Okay,
Mysti.
all she can do is take the form. She does not inherit the powers.
Ah, okay.
So I wouldn't say that that's Omega level because of that limit.
Absolutely, I agree. I agree. Okay.
Now, if she was able to turn into whoever and use their power,
Mm-hmm.
okay. So if Mystique was able to do that, Mystique would probably be the strongest mutant
Yeah, that's a cheat code.
because that's like fucking Shang Tsung in Mortal Kombat. Like you can just take anybody's form and still be able to use their powers and stuff like she can basically turn into anybody, Jean Grey, Professor X, Magneto, whoever. All these other she can turn into Franklin and
Yeah.
obtain his powers. All she has to do is visually see them.
Mm-hmm.
And now she can take their
Yeah.
form. So yeah, if she was able to inherit the powers, 100% she would be top
Yeah.
3 Omega level
I will
mutants.
probably give. Yeah, I'll probably go Franklin and 1A her and 1B Storm.
Storm is the one that kind of intrigues me because yes, she can control the weather. There's no limit to what she can do with said weather, hurricanes, massive thunder and lightning storms and stuff like that. But
Can she cause an earthquake?
comparatively, the who?
Can she cause an earthquake? Or did we just simply just come with weather, wind, snow, rain? I guess earthquake wouldn't be considered a weather thing, so I guess you couldn't do that.
That's more of a like
Cause she
tectonic
can create a
plate.
tsunami though.
She could. That is weather based.
Yeah. No,
But then
no.
tsunamis are mostly created because of earthquakes.
Seismic, yeah. But if she pushes the water, that's reaching. That's reaching too far. Yeah.
Yeah, because so that's what I'm saying. Like, I think we got to be careful with the Omega level tag
Yeah.
because, yeah, you have no limit to the power that you have, but that still doesn't mean that that power is going to be stronger than,
The
again, someone
next.
like Franklin or someone like,
Yeah.
Apocalypse and stuff. Because
I agree.
it's that's one of those. It's like, okay, you're an Omega level mutant, cool, but that still doesn't mean you're the strongest.
Yeah. Well, the
Now,
saying is there's somebody always stronger than you. You may be the strongest, but there is someone stronger than you.
there's always a bigger fish.
Absolutely.
Everybody thinks they're Billy Badass until they run into Billy Badass.
Hey, Mike Tyson said it the best. Everybody got a plan until they get punched in the mouth.
Yep, yep. And that's the thing, like with Franklin, it's like he deserves the tag of Omega level
It should be just
because
one.
again,
No,
eh,
uno.
yeah,
Numero uno.
he can literally create or destroy universes.
Yeah.
He can reset timelines like that.
He's like Whis and Zeno in one.
See, so Zeno is another one that they had put up on that list.
Well, that makes sense.
I mean, the Omni
Because,
King, obviously,
yeah.
instantly erase entire universes and timelines on a whim, making him the most powerful in terms of raw absolute destruction, especially in the universe of Dragon Ball Z.
hmm
Where,
Also, Moro, the
yep,
Eater of Worlds.
but see, Xeno. So let's put this together. You got Omni King, and you got
hmm
Franklin. You got
Oh,
Franklin, who can
oh,
create universes. Omni King,
yes.
who can take them out. So like that, see, that could be a good fight right there.
Because he erases something, but Franklin brings it right back. I mean, that'd be
Well,
like a never.
Zeno can do the same thing in bringing him back.
This is also true.
He can bring back just as well as he can destroy. And it's just a matter of whether you catch him in a good mood or not.
Now let's also throw Lord Beerus in there. Where does he follow? Because he is the god of destruction.
But
But he
he
can.
fears Zeno.
Bow down.
Like I think even all the gods of destruction are very much aware. Even Whis and all that, even they are very, very much aware.
Except my
You
boy
don't want
Goku.
I mean, okay. Here's the thing with Goku. And I have to say, I mean, obviously everybody knows he's the probably the worst father in anime history.
And you want to be
It's not
technical,
even.
he could be the villain of Dragon Ball as well. He is a Saiyan, but I'm just saying he may be the good Saiyan, but he could. I mean, he put his whole universe on the line in the tournament
Twice.
twice. Tell me that's not a villain.
Like, and all of it just to train and see how good he is.
Just to fight the next strongest person, which is in his
Well,
DNA.
which is fine. But it's like you look at Goku, and it's like you're too stupid to be that powerful.
Well, remember
You're
he did
way
bump
too
his head.
dumb.
He did bump his head. Remember that.
I, exactly my okay, yeah, and yeah, I feel bad for Vegeta. I really feel bad for Vegeta
Because he's the
because
warrior.
because anytime Vegeta gains that power where he feel like, oh, Vegeta's finally got the upper hand up, but Goku just fuck you, I'm better.
Like when he fought him in the Buu saga, he could have went 3.
Hmm.
And then when he fought Beerus, now that we found out, he could have went 4.
Yep.
So,
But
and I just
it does almost seem like though with Goku, it's almost seamless. Like obviously he has to get pushed to his limit. He's basically got to
any
be
saying,
damn near the brink of death in order to power up into his next form.
or see Krillin die,
Oh, you want to see Goku get to the next level, just kill Krillin.
or shoot a blast at his family and friends like Jiren did, and I don't. That was a big mistake.
Yeah, I don't even think Jiren realized the mistake he made when he did that. Because Jiren, I was looking at Jiren going like, this motherfucker's crazy. Like this dude is like probably
Yeah,
up there when it comes to powerful in that universe.
yeah.
But it's like, but then when you go back to Vegeta, it's like he trained so hard to try and be better than Goku, and yet the fucking dimwit can do it whenever he basically damn near pleases, while Vegeta's sitting there busting his ass.
Wait, and since we're talking about it, remember when he found out Trunks can go Super Saiyan? And then he said, "Can Kakarot's son do the same thing?" And he was like, "Yeah." He's like, "They're just giving out Super Saiyan now." I'm like, I'm like, his pride is something else. I love
Uh,
it. I
yeah,
love it.
that I think that's what makes his character so lovable.
Yeah,
He's supposed to be a villain, but he's not.
yeah.
You know, he's like, but it's like, but if you really look at that universe as well, is Goku the strongest so far? Like, I would probably say, yeah, he's like up there, but Gohan is better. People think about the, oh, Gohan hasn't hit that form. No, but he did it. The only reason why Gohan hadn't surpassed that is because he decided to
Was he
basically be
stop
a
training
human, stop
and
training,
be a
study,
dad, be
all
a
of
dad,
that shit.
husband?
That's what he decided to do.
But
Had
if
he
you
decided
watch,
to continue to train,
he'll be
he did
stronger in the universe.
he did everything
Hmm.
better and faster than Goku did.
The first to go Super Saiyan 2 at what 9? Should have destroyed Cell, but when you get that taste of that
That's
Saiyan power, you
yeah,
become cocky.
no, no. So the whole cell part, that's another instance of Goku being a dickhead dad.
Here, son. Oh, and by the way, here you go. Take that sensu bean, because you're gonna need it. And
The
everybody's
guy
looking at
who's
him like,
been beating your ass and who's in final form. Yeah, let's get him fully healed too.
"Hey, but that was a fantastic fight in the beginning between him and Goku when it first started.
Yeah,
When Goku hit him with that instant transmission Kamehameha,
yeah, that was wild.
the speed that they showed in the beginning, and the only one that was keeping up was Vegeta and Gohan.
No,
So I
that's the
mean
thing.
that.
Like, Gohan, had he kept going, Gohan would have been something beyond Goku could have ever imagined, and he would have done it in half the time.
Yeah. I mean, what
Gohan
he
probably could have hit Ultra Instinct way before Goku ever could have even dreamed to hit it.
and then we're forgetting the guru unlocked his potential. So that's why he was able to hit everything so fast. Because in the Namek series, what he was what 7?
Yep.
Something like that. And him and Krillin, I don't know why he unlocked Krillin's potential. What potential did Krillin have?
Krillin has about the same potential as Yamcha. He's about the same. He's about the same guy. I don't look
Hey,
at Krillin. I don't
hey,
look at Krillin and go, "Oh, that's a threat." No,
hey,
like at
hey,
all.
check. Let's just see how you just said that. Didn't Yamcha have Bulma first,
See,
and then the
that's
Prince of
probably
All
why
Saiyans
Yamcha
said,
didn't last very long. Boma was stronger than Yamcha.
"Hey, hey, hey, she got bigger." Hold on, wait. Well, she got big. I'll say this: she got bigger guts than Yamcha, because hey, you walked up to the God of Destruction and gave him the 5 fingers.
Hmm. Yep.
Hey, what did they say when Vegeta powered up? He was like, "Whoa, he's stronger than Goku was fighting Frieza."
But I look at Gohan and I go, Gohan is what Goku could have been had he not bumped his head and became an idiot.
Yep, yep,
Had
yep.
Goku actually had smarts, the amount of episodes that it would have taken to get to first of all, probably the tournament of power would have never happened because
Nope.
again, Goku's a fucking idiot.
Hmm.
It's just he just happens to be strong enough to back up his idiocy. Like that's just the only thing. And the fact that he did it twice I was like, I remember watching it going, okay, first tournament done. We're looking at the series probably being over. All right, cool. That was a great series. That was an awesome tournament. That was fun. And let's do it again. Okay, Goku, you should die right on the spot right now. Omni King should snap your punk ass out of existence just for doing that. That was
Oh
the
man.
dumbest. I was like, you've got to be kidding me.
Hey, but they gave us some of the best action. That tournament of power was something
Oh,
else.
yeah, that the Tournament of Power, I still think, and some people may disagree, some people may agree. That's completely okay. Everybody has their taste in who they like, and I'm never gonna get mad at anybody for liking whatever it is that they like.
Absolutely, you have that power.
But I thought the Tournament of Power was by far the best. Like the story, the
Hmm.
action, the level ups, like everything that kind of went into that. I was like, this is the best series that they've had.
I just have one issue with it. Ribiana, I could have dealt without. The whole love thing. I mean, I get it. They poured it on just a little too much. But I get it. I get it. That.
I mean,
But I'm so glad when they got bounced out. I'm like, thank God, no more episodes of this.
um, what's the name of the berserker girl?
Oh, you talking about Kale and Khalifa?
Yeah,
Kale and yeah.
yeah, man, she
You
was
mean the
like,
female version of Brawley?
I think I might catch some flack for this.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
She may have been stronger than Broly.
I agree because she had it under control a little bit more than
Exactly,
Brawley. She had a little bit
exactly.
under control than Brawley, and she controlled it quicker than Brawley did.
Yep,
Brawley was still in freaking Beerus world, still losing his shit.
yep.
And Goku, hey, bruh, we on the same team now.
Why are you losing your fucking mind over that?
We're training.
To be fair, if I was Broly, I would be pissed off in berserker mode if I had to deal with Goku's fucking ass myself. No, I'd be just as mad as he was. I don't blame him for being pissed off, having to. I'm surprised Vegeta didn't try to kill him in his sleep. I am so I am so
But you
surprised.
know what? You know what? Vegeta is just pretty much just about to say Vegeta may give Goku flack, but he loves it because he wants the challenge as well too. They're fucking Saiyans. They
Yeah,
just you Vegeta call him an idiot, but he'll be right there fighting with him because you know why? This is what us Saiyans do. We fight.
yeah. It's that pride factor of the Saiyans for
Yep.
sure.
And that's why I think Gohan human side won over a little bit more
Mhm.
than his Saiyan side. I mean, when he was a kid, he was full. The Saiyan side was winning, but
Yeah,
as he became an adult, he wanted to
kinda
be what
took
his
that
dad
road.
wasn't.
Smart. Yeah. An intelligent thinker. Yeah, that's exactly what he became.
Now, since we're in this universe, now let's trickle down a little farther. Do you think Pan will ever turn Super Saiyan,
I think so.
or is he too much of a because they say the more they produce,
More
the
kind of
blood,
diluted it gets and everything.
yeah,
Yeah,
she
but
still should be part. She should be half Saiyan because she's the offspring of Gohan. So,
yeah, and because Gohan, his power levels, even in human form, his power levels are pretty up there.
and Pan is as well too because she's what
Yes.
about 6 or 7?
So I'm looking at her going, she definitely has the potential. Now, are we talking like Goku levels? Probably not. I don't
No.
think she'll get that far, but she could probably surpass where Trunks and Gotenks and them got.
Mm.
She'd probably get past that point. She may be able to get to a point where I think her ceiling could probably be 3.
I can see that. Didn't Vegeta's daughter turn Super Saiyan? Didn't Braun turn Super Saiyan?
That she probably did. I don't remember seeing it, but I wouldn't doubt it.
So I believe in the comic she did. In the excuse me, not the comic,
The manga?
the manga. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
I think she did, and which that means that I believe Pan should be able to go. I think
Yeah.
right now Pan is a little bit stronger than Goten at that age.
Yeah. No, that's what I'm saying, like, I think she can definitely surpass them, Trunks and Goten. Um, yeah, I think maybe 3 if they really wanna get crazy with it and, tap into some
She'll get too
the hidden
easy.
powers.
She has that warrior instinct. She'll get two in a heartbeat, especially if you put her in a hyperbolic chamber.
Oh, yeah. Would see, that was another thing, like, when you talk about Goku, it's like, this motherfucker was fighting in a 40,000-pound suit. So when you finally took it off of him, he was faster, essentially, faster than the speed of light. So
And
it's
then when
like,
he got that two, when he went two, boy, them Cell Juniors had no chance.
I mean, when Goku got to the Ultra Instinct form, I looked at that and I was like, okay, if he masters Ultra Instinct,
It's a wrap.
there's
If he's
nobody
not
that
being an
can touch him.
idiot. If
There's
he's not
nobody
being
that
an
can touch.
idiot.
Well, he's gonna be an idiot. We know that's gonna happen.
Well, Moro, as we're getting to that arc,
Yeah. So but he's getting to the point where he could be stronger than Whis. And Vegeta's already taking the mantle of God of
the god of
Destruction.
destruction, because he's getting the Haka,
So,
Hakai.
and if Goku is stronger than that, obviously Whis is stronger than Beerus.
Hmm.
So that's where that kind of those roles kind of go into, oh, you can definitely see
And
Goku,
speaking,
Vegeta, as much as Vegeta would probably hate to
hate
fucking
it.
see it, but
Um,
he he
he
hates
has
it, but he
accepted.
probably knows it's gonna
He
happen.
has accepted that what Goku is now, or
Yeah,
Kakarot. He has
yeah,
accepted that. They didn't done it multiple times. They did it in the Buu saga when
mhm,
he was fighting him. They did it in Super. So Vegeta just knows that he's just gonna have to just continue to train and train and train and train and
yeah.
or just take this path.
So it's like
But
I think at
as
some
you said
point he
about
will.
Whis being strong, it's just how he knocked out Beerus with that. I'm like, ooh, wait, who's stronger? When I saw it, I'm like, wait a minute. He's
Yep,
the god of destruction, but Whis just dropped him.
yeah. We
Oh,
Weiss is like he's too nonchalant. Like he doesn't give a fuck. He does not care. He's more interested in about like what's for dinner. Like he knows he's more powerful than anybody who's going to come up against him. And I think and I'm pretty sure he knows that Goku is going to get to that point at some point.
yeah.
He sees it coming.
Well, he could have destroyed Brawley
Yeah.
when Brawley was going through his thing, and then that's when they came back to, fused.
Hmm.
If they didn't come back fused, Whis was about to drop Brawley.
Yeah. Weiss
It
was
was
like, I'll
coming.
handle it if y'all want me to handle it. No, you want it? Okay. We could be done with this like that. Y'all know this, right?
Yeah.
It's just,
All right, but when Whis caught it, he was like, "Oh, the end is near."
hmm,
Boy, that
hmm.
I'm shocked they didn't do the Big Bang Kamehameha. Now, whew.
Give it time. Give it time. It's gonna happen.
No,
But then,
excuse me. That's the other one. The Big Bang one is Vegito. This was Gogeta they were fighting in
mm,
Brawley. No, excuse me, yeah. Now that fight when he fought the fused
hmm,
Zamasu,
yep, yep. So it's like at some point you'll see we'll get Vegeta and Goku in the Whis Beerus roles.
oh,
And when
that
that
fusion is a
finally
cheat
happens,
code.
yeah, and
That
when that
fusion done.
finally happens, I think it makes me wonder because Whis so if Goku takes that role,
Hmm.
where does Whis go from there? Are we
That's a good
now
question.
does Whis get stronger or is he kind of plateaued?
I think just him and Lord Beerus just right off in the sunset. Probably just stay around Bowman and just get fed.
Just retire and eat.
Which they're already doing now per se. You know. But
But it's like, yeah.
I think we're like 10 days away from more news. We're maybe a month away from getting the remastered. I cannot wait to see how they're going to combine all this, and I think they're going to combine Daima as well.
Mm,
They're trying to because they're giving they're fixing things.
right. Certain
Well,
plot
not
holes and
fixing things.
everything. Like,
They're fixing the plot holes. How Dragon Ball has went here, there, and everywhere.
because you
Now
still have,
they're
yeah, you still have the non-canon. Now they're trying to move things into being canon, and then all is yeah. There's a lot that like I mean, I'm not as interested as you are. You are super fan compared to what I
yes. This
think
is
of it.
because I'm more intrigued to see now how they're gonna introduce
Mhm,
everything now because now you're going back and because now we're calling the first segment that we're getting is the Beerus, but that's like 6 episodes, but everything is running concurrent until they lead up into the new arc, which is the Galactic Patrol arc, and then the Moral arc. And from what I'm reading is there's no breaks.
mm,
It's like once they start, everything's gonna run concurrent because pretty much we know everything. we're just seeing the remastered version until we get the moral arc and the Galactic Patrol. So,
You know,
I mean, Sensei left it in good hands, I believe, and they're gonna do the right by Sensei. And put it this way, they laid out a 10-year plan,
yep,
and
yep.
in 1 year, Dragon Ball brought like 450 billion or something like that.
Hmm.
And now you drop a 10-year plan on us.
I
Look,
mean,
they can have my cash, yen, whatever you want to call it. I'm sold.
they got so Screen Rant has Grand King Zeno at number one. So they have their top 10 strongest anime characters
Okay,
of all time. And Screen
drop it.
Rant has they have Saitama at number 10. They have YHWACH from Bleach, Thousand Year Blood War.
Okay, I
Uh,
gotta watch Bleach. I'm not up on my
watch
Bleach.
watch is that? I don't know how to pronounce that. They have Goku at 8, which is interesting considering all of the things we've talked about. They
Okay.
got let's see who's this. They got Giorno Giovanna from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure at number 7.
Mm.
They've got um Satoru Gojo from Jujutsu Kaisen.
Mm-hmm.
They got Sung Jinwood from Solo Leveling, and
Interesting.
he's not bad. They actually have Monkey D. Luffy at 4, from One Piece. They've got is that okay? Um, Usagi Tsukino, who is Sailor Moon. They got Sailor Moon at number 3. So it says right here, fuck
Mm.
you for calling me a casual, but nonetheless, this is what it says. Casual fans of Sailor Moon might be confused about Usagi's could rank amongst the strongest anime characters, but her true power more than earns her place. With the power of her silver crystal, not only can Sailor Moon be reborn over and over again, but she can also resurrect an entire planet of people. At her most powerful, Usagi can control space and time, making her essentially a god. Usagi might be the most surprisingly strongest anime character, but she isn't anime's strongest magical girl, which then goes into Haruhi Suzumiya from The
Mm.
Melancholy of Haruhi Suzumiya.
Mm-hmm.
And she I now I've seen very few episodes of that anime, and from everything that I've seen about her, I don't disagree with it whatsoever. I don't disagree. She is. It's. How do you have a long-standing show with somebody that powerful?
Hmm.
Like who you going to put against her? No one. It's like- and then it goes number one. Like I had said, Grand King Zeno from Dragon Ball Super, who
Yeah.
obviously the Omni King is king in at least Screen Rants.
Well, I like the number one. I didn't know too much about the Sailor Moon character. She kind of reminds me of Whis a little bit. How you kind of said that.
Mhm.
um, Having Goku. And this is not me being a homer, but Goku at 8.
Yeah, that was a little. That one's a
I'm a
little.
little. I'm a little. Okay, and you said they had Satama at 10.
Mhm.
Hmm.
Which I can kind of again being his whole main thing is just punching one time. He's not like a god or anything like that. He's not
And
somebody
see,
who's like
that's how they crack me
omnipotent or
up.
anything like that.
And they sit here and say that Satama can beat Goku. I'm like, I think Goku can
Uh,
beat him in base form.
mm,
If he's coming with one punch, he'll instant transmission, get right behind him, and just
Yeah, that's
you,
true. You'd have to hit him first.
thank you. You gotta catch me.
No, and then it goes to so I it had 45 strongest comic book characters. I'm not going through 45. I'll go through 10. So they got Silver Surfer at number 10, which I feel like he should be a little bit higher considering who he is. um,
Did we not
s-
see what the Silver Surfer did in the Fantastic Four movie?
I mean,
Don't worry, I'll wait.
yeah. Uh, they got they got Blue Marvel,
Ooh.
who is a living antimatter reactor essentially.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Let's see these motherfucking ads.
Don't you just love him?
8, they got Thor,
Mm,
which
mm,
interesting.
mm-hmm.
7, they got Thanos.
Okay, now this is getting interesting now.
Mhm.
I'm intrigued.
6, they got Superman.
Wow. Didn't even crack the top
5,
five.
5, they've got Supergirl. They got
Mm,
Supergirl is more powerful than her cousin.
mm. Well, we'll find out once this movie drops.
Uh-huh. Number 4, they have Darkseid.
Makes sense.
Let's see. 3, they got Superboy Prime.
Oh, from the Young Avengers?
From no, Superboy Prime, that's I think that's Superman's son, DC Comics.
Wow.
Back in 1985, first appearance, DC Comics presents in number 87. Yeah.
I'm gonna have to look that up.
Was pre-crisis powerful, is what they say here.
Okay.
He was from Earth Prime, which, as we know, is, I believe, the strongest planet in all of DC,
If it's
or at
Prime,
least
then
part of the multiverse.
absolutely.
Um, they have at number 2 the Spectre, who I believe, from the looks of his picture, looks like basically the final evolved form of Doctor Doom. But how should I Spectre isn't unstoppable, but he's easily among the most powerful.
The Spectre.
And then at number 1, they have the Anti-Monitor, which was the multiverse's greatest threat um, in the Marvel universe. So that's how. So let's see. Let's go. Let's try and find a strongest video game character.
Oh, well, I can tell you Dante's going to be up there. He should be
I
at
feel
least
like
in the top.
Kratos should be up there too.
Oh well, Kratos should be damn near in the top five.
And I know
Unless
people are going to
unless
be
they
like,
put Loki,
"Ooh,
unless they're gonna say Loki is stronger than Kratos.
uh, I mean,
Which
I'd
I
have to
doubt
say
that.
Kratos because this motherfucker basically took out two mythologies worth of gods."
And you know how many video games this man has, and he's been just wrecking shit all the way around.
I mean, he's not immortal, but that's what's probably more impressive.
Which is also true.
The fact that he is mortal and still taking out gods.
He took out
Uh,
Thor and Odin.
mhm. This is the same dude who took out Zeus. Like,
Absolutely, like it was nothing.
so for number 10 for the video game list here, this one's by thegamer.com.
Okay.
They've got Shao Kahn from Mortal Kombat at number 10, which I'm not gonna lie, kind of makes sense if you think all things considered. Shao Kahn was
Hmm.
the most annoying fucking character
Absolutely.
to fight in Mortal Kombat. He only basically had 4 moves, and every single one of them knocked out like half your life.
You
Um,
get touched 2 times, you're done.
Pretty much. They've got Ludger from Tales of Ceres,
Never
or the
played it.
Tales of Xillia. That's what they have it
Never,
there.
never played it.
Number 8, they've got Kefka Palazzo from Final Fantasy 6.
Oh, yeah.
That's a Arceus from Pokemon,
Interesting.
which Arceus is essentially, if I'm not mistaken, she is the creator. She is the Pokemon creator.
I don't know much about Pokemon.
Um, Asura from Asura's Wrath. Um, at 5, they got Nyx from the Persona series.
Oh,
At 4, they have Kratos. I still think that's too low.
yes. He did make top five
Uh,
though, but that's still low.
Gygus from the Mother series. Um, Deathwing from World of Warcraft. Okay, that I
Mhm,
can.
mhm,
That's a pretty good one.
mhm.
And Demi Fiend from the Shin Megami Tensei 3 Nocturne.
Wow, Dante didn't even crack the list, huh? That's shocking.
Well, they had more. They had a whole fucking top
Oh, you
45
just
type
reading the
thing.
top 10. Okay,
I'm
okay.
just reading the top 10. Some of
Makes
them,
sense.
like some of them, I was looking at going like, I don't know that one, but I mean,
Right.
I could probably go down. I mean, they got 24. They got Galen Merrick from Star Wars series, from The Force Unleashed.
Mhm, mhm, mhm.
Uh, Senator Armstrong from the Metal Gear series.
Mm.
Um, Cole McGrath from the Infamous series. Okay, Infamous was cool. That was a good one.
Yeah, no, I tipped, I played both of them.
Say Sephiroth from Final Fantasy 7.
That was a
Dante
very good one.
Dante from Devil May Cry is at 20 on this list.
Good lord. He's part demon.
At 19 after him, Albert Wesker from Resident Evil. I still think Dante's higher than that.
He
Al
should.
Alma Wade from the Fear series. She's pretty fucked up. She's pretty fucked up. I'm not gonna lie to you. She might be ahead of Dante. She's fucked up. Um, Jack of Blades from the Fable series.
Ooh,
Um, they have Ciri from The Witcher
really?
stronger than Dante? Really?
Sure. Is it because of her magic?
Possibly.
Hmm.
Uh, Ganondorf from the Legend of Zelda series.
Ah,
I could probably put him. I could probably put him above Dante. Uh, Xehanort, Xehanort from the Kingdom Hearts series.
never
And
heard it.
I'm sorry. You are not going to convince me. As much similarities to Final Fantasy as it has, you are
Mhm.
not going to convince me that essentially a Disney character villain is going to be higher than a lot of the, especially Dante. Like, there's no way. There's no way you can convince me that. Talion from the Shadow of War series, or the Shadow of Mordor.
Hmm.
Uh, they got him there, and then Alucard from the Castlevania series.
Oh,
Um, he's up there. So then they got a few. I mean, that's one list. Let's see. Want to see? I actually want to see Game Rant. They have a pretty good one. They usually have pretty good lists. Mm. Damn,
Oh
they got
Lord,
Sonic the Hedgehog at 24.
are you serious?
Samus at 23 from Metroid. Master Chief at 22
Master Chief?
from the Halo series. Yep.
Yeah, I know, but wow.
Let's see, they got Alisard at 20 on this one compared to the last list. They had him at 11. Let's see. Cloud from Final Fantasy VII is at 18. Uh, I got a lot of Final Fantasy characters on here. Clyde Roosevelt. There might be Game Rant might be Final Fantasy homers is what I'm
Oh,
looking at. Death from Darksiders 2. That's number 15. See, I mean, you've got a basically one of the four horsemen of the apocalypse. That makes sense. Um, Raiden from Metal Gear Rising. Ooh, that's another good one. Delson Rowe from the second Infamous game. Let's see. Star Killer from The Force Unleashed.
ooh, yeah, yeah, I can see that.
He's pretty up there. Yeah, that dude he's got some
Yeah,
he's got a
some
couple
issues.
screws loose.
You got some issues.
So let's see, God damn it, then it loaded back up again. So give me 1 second. So there was that one. And then Alex Mercer from Prototype. See, I was wondering when somebody was going to
Prototype.
bring this guy.
Oh, okay, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
I was wondering when somebody was going to bring up Alex Mercer from Prototype because for those who have not played Prototype, that game itself for me, I loved that game when it first came out.
Hmm.
And Alex Mercer and they have him, he's a shapeshifter that can destroy the world. And they're not fucking kidding. Like, that dude is stupid.
Hmm. Hmm.
And then they got Dante at 9. So he's higher than the last list, but
Okay, that makes yeah.
still
Okay.
9 is kind of like, but you've got Bayonetta ahead of him. You've got Doomslayer
Hmm.
from the Doom series at number
Yep.
7, which I can put that. Kratos at 6. The, okay, I need to understand. They got Kirby at number 3 for that one, and
Interesting.
then their number 1 is just like the last one, the Demi Fiend.
I don't get it.
So there's something about that. I might have to look into that game because the lists were mixed up compared to each other, but the number 1 was still the same. But I, for the life of me, cannot understand the disrespect for Kratos.
Yeah, I can even say the same thing for Dante.
Like, I mean, Dante, yeah, but again, I'm looking at Kratos going, this motherfucker literally destroyed 2 mythologies worth of gods.
Like it was
And
nothing.
no, not as in Duke Nukem's Doom dub. Not that one. The normal Doom series, Doom Slayer. Um,
it
Duke Nukem, that's hilarious. Duke Nukem was funny. That was a great game. Um,
was.
but like I don't understand how and again, because Kratos is not immortal.
No.
He's not immortal, so the fact that he has destroyed gods, taken up the mantle of God of War as a mortal, like you've defeated Zeus, you've
Yes.
defeated Ares, you've
Yes.
defeated You've defeated Hades. You've
Yes.
defeated Thor. You've defeated
Yes.
Odin. You
Yes.
you've defeated all of these in their respective mythologies, the strongest motherfuckers that are possible.
Hmm.
When he was in God of War, that was all out of vengeance. The for the
The
Greek
first one.
mythology and everything for that first series. When he
Yeah.
started fighting the Norse gods, he didn't want to. He just wanted peace.
Start fucking with him.
They came and I mean Norse gods. I mean it makes sense. Those motherfuckers are always looking for a fight. And then on top of that, Kratos' son just so happens to be Loki.
Loki.
Like,
That game is fantastic. They did very, very good work on that game.
I love it. It's one of my favorite
Yeah.
games of all time.
And I hope they still continue it.
I can play number one all the way
Yes.
to the newest God. I can play those all day, every day,
Hmm.
no problem. Never get bored.
Yep.
Because those games are just the stories, the action, just everything about it was just chef's kiss. Like just
Coup de
absolutely.
grace.
Was it the meme that comes with Homeland? Perfect, just perfect, down to the last minute detail.
Yeah.
just just no, I don't I mean, and this could be, I'm just saying it as a homer, and I guess people can debate it, or I can be wrong with
Hey.
some characters and stuff, but I honestly think that there's no video game character, in my opinion, that's better than Kratos. That dude is just
He's
from
badass.
absolute vengeance to basically just wanting to protect his family and just stop fucking with me. That's a Can I just live in peace? You
Yeah.
want to fuck with me? Fine. You're gonna die, but I'm just telling you I don't want to do this, but you are forcing my hand.
Yep.
The fact that you can basically kill gods because and you don't even want to.
Mm-mm.
That's like, come on. How do you not give Kratos his respect?
Well, in the
Even
beginning, he
in
wanted to, but then as he got
Oh,
older, he was
oh,
like,
he
you know what?
definitely wanted that revenge in the beginning.
And he was a
And
skinny Kratos in the first one. Ooh.
yep. Then he just got bigger and bigger and stronger.
Carry
And
those chains.
Athena fucked up giving him the chains of chaos,
Yep.
or the blades of chaos. She fucked up giving him that. She didn't even realize who she gave that shit to.
Hmm.
She was just trying to get vengeance on Zeus herself. Didn't realize that shit was going to get turned on her.
Hmm.
So it's like, because Kratos was like, "Nah, all you motherfuckers are complicit in this.
Yep.
All of you allowed Zeus to do this shit. Fuck that. I'm gonna take these blades and I'm gonna take this god sword and I'm gonna shove them up all of your asses. And then I'm gonna basically move over to Norway, like ancient Norway where the Norse gods are at, and I'm just gonna live in peace. I'm gonna
Yeah.
take out these big ass fucking elks, these mythological elks, just so I can eat. And oh shit, my wife now just happens to be a goddess. Oh shit, now
Wow.
my son is Loki. Ah crap, now Odin wants a piece. It's like, Odin, did you not hear about what I just did to Zeus?
Right. You
Did
want these
you?
problems too?
It's like Thor compared to Zeus. Come on, man. You're not on that level. You're up there, but you ain't on that level compared to Zeus.
Not yet.
Yeah, so I fucked him up, no problem. You think I'm not gonna fuck your fat ass up?
Hmm. But he did give me a fight though. Thor gave me a good challenge. It
Oh,
took
of
me a
course.
minute. It took me a few times to put the controller down, walk it off, you know, burn on it real quick, think about it, then get back into it. And Odin did too. Odin gave me a good fight.
Yeah. And of
But
course
Thor,
they're going like game wise and everything, like they're going to. But when
Yeah.
you look at the lore of it,
Hmm.
Kratos was like, yeah, the dude was ridiculous. Absolutely
Hmm.
ridiculous. And I
Yeah.
don't really I think when he took the mantle of God of War, he became immortal, but I don't think it's immortal in the sense of he can't die. It's more of like he just ages. Like he can live for like 50, 100, you know,
Yeah.
like almost 100, 200 years, whatever,
Yeah.
because of the time frame from the mythological, you know, the Greek mythology compared to the Norse
Hmm.
mythology. That's almost like
Hmm.
hundreds, if not thousands of years apart.
Something like that. Could be right.
Maybe hundreds. I want to say centuries. I mean, a couple
Do you?
centuries. Maybe not 1,000, but a couple centuries for sure.
And you know another game that that kind of goes. Not gonna say it's just is better or it's just as good, but it's like right there. The Assassin Creeds, man. Those,
Near and dear to
tho-
my heart, man.
those, though. I mean, Black
As a
Flag.
as a historic, as a history buff,
Yes,
the Assassin's Creed series is just it's so good.
it's
It's
fantastic.
so good.
It's fantastic.
But it's like with video game characters, like when you're talking like you can't really put okay, if we're talking popularity,
Okay.
yeah, we're throwing like Edward Kenway, we're throwing in Ezio, we're throwing in Connor, we're throwing in all these guys. Like
All
we're
of them.
because popularity wise. But if you're
Oh,
looking at like power compared to characters like Kratos,
yeah.
like let's be completely real here. Like
There's no comparison.
none at all. They are
None.
assassins and master assassins at that, but they're not gods.
No.
So it's just kind of
Take it
we gotta
easy.
call it for yeah, take it easy. We gotta call it for what it is. But
Yeah.
like when we're talking about popularity and like Dub said, like
Legendary.
legendary series, absolutely popularity. They are like the Assassin's Creed series in popularity is, in my opinion, at least top five, at minimum top five.
Bro, I get every
Yeah,
one. There's not a one that I don't get.
yeah, yeah.
Same with
I
God of War. I get
yeah.
every one of them, and I sit here and beat them. Even it may take me a
Well,
while, but yeah.
another game that I like, Mortal Kombat. I've always like I out of like Street Fighter and Tekken and all the game, I have always thought Mortal Kombat was the lore and storyline of it. I've always thought
Mm.
was better than the others. Now I could be wrong. I know a lot of people like, oh, Street Fighter, like how is Street Fighter's it? And
I can see that. I
I
can
know
see that.
Street Fighter's up there.
You
But
know what I
like
really didn't like?
Mortal
Tekken.
Kombat was another one of those games that every time a new one came out, I went and got.
Yeah. I
When
didn't
Mortal
like Tekken.
Kombat when
Tekken
Mortal
wasn't my
Kombat
favorite.
1, oh Tekken was I couldn't get into the story of Tekken. Not that I couldn't understand it, but the lore and the story, I was just
Yeah.
kind of it almost seemed too like Yakuza Mafia boss-ish to me, which
Hmm.
I was like, it's not that I couldn't get into the story, but when I'm talking about like see, when I look at Street Fighter as well, that kind of lore and story was almost a little cheesy for me, a little too cheesy.
Yeah, yeah, I can understand.
Fun game, fun game. I
Yeah.
am not taking
Yeah.
that away at all. It was a great, fun fucking Street Fighter
Absolutely.
versus was a
X
Capcom
the Capcom
eh,
versus
versus Marvel or
Marvel.
something like
Yeah.
that. Loved
Yeah.
that game. Street Fighter,
Then
then
You had X Men versus Street Fighter.
great games. Loved it. But,
Hmm.
like, when I looked at Mortal Kombat, that's what I'm saying, like, I can look at the story from the very beginning up until currently now with, Mortal Kombat 1, I thought
Hmm.
when I first went into played 1, really I chose not to look at too many of the trailers because I didn't
Smart.
wanna know too much about it when it came in.
Mhm.
But when playing the last game, I knew it was gonna have to do with something about Liu Kang
Yeah.
resetting or doing some sort of timeline reset
Yeah.
in order to accomplish a few things. Now, I did not know that it was gonna get into not just a timeline reset, but you're basically completely you made Shang Tsung basic to a certain extent, but he had a character arc where his power got stronger, made a deal with the former time boss in
Mhm.
order to get his shit back. Because out of even Shao Kahn, I still when I look at Shang Tsung, I still feel like he was the biggest villain out of the entire realm of Mortal Kombat
Yes.
because he was the master manipulator,
Yes.
powerful, like he had basically Mystique's power. He can turn himself into anybody, but he inherits their powers when he does it.
Mhm.
So it was kind of one of those like this dude is he can turn into Shao Kahn if he wanted to.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
he can like, again, like the way he moved was very like, okay, this guy is gonna be a fucking problem, 100%. Like he's gonna be a problem no matter what universe he's gonna be in. And
Mhm.
then
Mhm.
they turned the Sub-Zero Scorpion storyline into them being brothers,
Yes.
and then how they turned the whole um how basically how they turned everything into Liu Kang was trying to make everything peaceful, coherent,
Mhm.
and good. Yet he didn't realize that as much as they preached the balance of things, that there had to be a balance, he still tried to tip the scales one way,
Yeah.
not realizing that no matter what he does, there always has to be a balance.
Correct.
You can be the creator of the entire timeline, it doesn't matter. There still is going to be a balance. There are still going to be unforeseen things that you didn't think were going to happen. Whether it
Mhm.
be because of, behind the scenes forces or whatever, you didn't necessarily, because Liu Kang didn't really cross his T's and dot all of his I's when he did all of that.
This is true. This is true.
Great intentions, as
Mhm.
Liu Kang does. He has, that that almost pure soul,
Yeah.
wants everything to be good. He doesn't ever
Yeah.
want to. He just wants peace. That's all he wants. He's a typical monk. He just wants peace.
Mhm. Mhm.
He's willing to fight for it, but that's all he wants. But then not realizing that, again, no matter what timeline he does, no matter what, there's still going to be conflict. There's still going to have to be that balance of good and evil, whether you want it to or not.
Right.
So it's just kind of that whole story, the way they did it, I was like, wow, okay. I was like, okay, this is a good one. So now I will see, later on what they do. I know the movies, um, he has honor. Exactly. He has the honor. That's what I'm saying. He doesn't necessarily shy away from the fight,
No.
but
No.
he would, like again, like a typical monk, he would prefer not to.
Yes.
So I'm going to set this timeline going. I know I'm going to have to deal with some shit when they come,
Yeah.
but if I can minimize it as much as possible, I will do that. But again, you're trying to tip the scales one way when it's not possible.
Correct.
Yeah. What did dude in Jurassic Park what do you say, life finds a way? In a way, balance will always find a way.
Always.
So it's always gonna be there. I mean, shit, Liu Kang as a video game character is pretty off the charts
Yeah.
when it comes to his power levels from what he was to what he became.
Man, throwing fire. What?
Yeah, the movie, and let me say, I was talking about the movies, like, there were some I know there was a lot of people who didn't like the first movie that came out, the recent ones, not the old ones. The old ones are what they would call cult classics. I can
Yeah,
watch them now, still be entertained, knowing they suck when it comes
yeah,
to, like, the acting and everything,
yeah,
but the
yeah.
action sequences made up for everything to me.
I mean, the first thing. I mean, come on now. You playing the video game and he's throwing it, and then you see it actually in the movie, the thing coming out of his hand, and you know. I mean, come on,
Yep.
come on. As an adult
The
now, I can look at it and be like,
I remember as a kid watching the Sub-Zero Scorpion entrance
oh,
when they first got introduced,
yes,
how Shang Tsung kind of introduced them.
yes.
Scorpion and Sub-Zero, deadliest of enemies, but slaves under my power. I was like, this motherfucker is insane. I'm like, holy shit.
Can't get any
Like this,
colder.
I was like, and I forget his name, and I hate that I keep forgetting his name, the actual actor who played Shang Tsung. There was nobody
He
who
he
could play.
re- he recently just passed too, didn't he?
Yeah, yeah, God rest his soul, because good
Uh,
lord, that man was a there was nobody who could have played Shang Tsung better. I I I
absolutely.
I I will say that to even the guy who's playing Shang Tsung now.
Professor Dub is watching. He can type that for us.
Yep. I Even the guy who's playing Shang Tsung now
Hmm.
is he's okay,
Yeah,
but I think the original Shang Tsung really kind of showed you the true outlook of what Shang Tsung was. Again, that master
absolutely.
manipulator,
Hmm.
super powerful, but he
Hmm.
was the guy who worked behind the scenes.
In the shadows.
It's like always worked in the I'll fight you when I need to fight you,
Yep. Yep.
but I'm gonna make your life a living hell beforehand.
Straight up.
I'm gonna try
Straight.
and break you mentally
Hmm.
before you even get a chance to you are too weak to fight me if you can't do this, if you can't through this. Even Shao Kahn, he's going like, "Yeah, all right, cool." But in
Yeah.
behind the scenes, he's like, "I could fucking kill you if I wanted to.
Right
I
now.
could take your soul in a quickness, whether you believe it or not."
Your soul is mine.
So that and even in Quan Chi too, like, Quan Chi was good, but it's like
Hmm.
Shang Tsung was just a different level of villain at that
Oh
point.
yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And then, but like, I know a lot of people didn't necessarily like the first one that came out. So, oh, it wasn't the tournament. It was pre-tournament,
They're
obviously.
setting it up. This is why you're
It,
getting a second one. And guess
exactly.
what? You're gonna get a third one.
Probably.
Maybe a four.
It all depends. Like, and it's one of those that I kind of hope that they kind of did in the first one. So the lore and the
Yes.
story of how
Hmm.
everything goes
Correct.
is not exact, but very much closer to the game than the original ones were.
Hmm. Hmm.
I mean, the original ones, I don't give them too much, hate or anything like that, because again, during the time that the movies came out, the game was still
Popular
fairly young.
and
I think
popular.
by
Yeah.
I think by the time the movies came out, I think only Mortal Kombat 3 had been out by that time.
You
When
could
the
be right.
when Mortal Kombat 1 and Mortal Kombat Annihilation came out, I think only Mortal Kombat 3 had only been out
Hmm.
game-wise,
Okay.
because they were in the mid to late 90s
Yes.
that the games and the movies came out. So there
Hmm.
wasn't really a whole lot of lore to really kind of go on,
Yeah.
to whereas now, by the time this past first movie came out,
Hmm.
they had already pretty much gotten to just before Mortal Kombat 1 came out. There's so
Yeah.
much lore and story that they can go with now So this second one, at least from the trailers that I've seen from the second one that's coming out, there is a lot of lore that they're putting into it.
And we're
A
already
lot
getting
of
shit bought.
a lot of the fight maps and everything
Hmm.
like that that they're having are very reminiscent to some of the original ones. Some of the
Hmm.
story that I think is being told, especially with the Sub-Zero Scorpion dynamic, with
Hmm.
Bihan becoming Noob Saibot,
Hmm.
and you know, with all of that, that kind of, I'm pretty sure Cole is gonna die quickly in the second one. I'm pretty sure. Now, if he makes it through half the movie or more, I will actually be surprised. Um, because with the introduction of Johnny Cage, that personality all in itself, now Carl Urban being Johnny Cage,
Bothers me.
it bothered me too. I like Carl Urban as an actor.
I do.
I think he's
I
pretty
do.
decent as an actor, but this specific role, I think could have gone to somebody, either a young and up and coming actor or something like that, or somebody who
Martial
actually
artist.
has martial arts experience.
That was my biggest gripe. Well, this still is my biggest gripe.
You know, because again, Johnny Cage was a fucking badass fight. That was the whole reason why he got into more to the tournament to begin with, to prove that it wasn't just cinematic shit.
Hmm.
He did it to
Hmm.
prove that he can actually fight. Now, when he got in there, he was like, "Oh fuck, I might have bitten off more than I could chew." You know,
Facts.
but for the most part, what Johnny Cage ended up becoming from the time he first stepped into the game to the
Hmm.
lore of how it all ended, he is such a key part in the whole story. Like, everyone's like, "Oh, Liu Kang's the main character." Yeah, Liu Kang is the main character.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Like, he is the quote unquote chosen one.
Hmm.
But you wouldn't have known that by watching this first movie. Liu Kang
Yeah.
kind of seemed like he was almost a secondary character.
Yeah.
So with this one coming up, I think now, I think the reason why they put in Cole, and I'm pretty sure the producers or directors came and said this, that when the reason why they did it, Cole was supposed to be a representation of the new audience coming in and meeting in the introduction of the characters. So now that we all know, the new fans and stuff like that actually know all the characters now and know all the, at least the baseline characters. There's no need for Cole anymore.
True.
Because Cole is he's not a character. He's not even a character in the new ones. He wasn't a
Hmm.
character in Armageddon. He wasn't a character in any timeline. So that's a guy that, okay, in the second one, he goes off to find Johnny Cage. Cool. Johnny Cage comes, c cements himself as one of the main characters. Liu Kang is finally gonna kinda come out of that secondary character shadow, have
Hmm.
that showdown with Shao Kahn and everything like that. Because I mean, you know
Hmm.
what's gonna happen in the trailer. Just
Yeah.
by the trailer, you knew that the fight between Liu Kang and Shao Kahn was gonna happen,
Correct.
which tells me, okay, now they're gonna base Liu Kang more as that main character in the story. So again, there's no need for Cole.
Yeah.
Like, they're, I mean, as much as they can maybe keep him and try to, I think what they can do for Cole is, and this is just my theory based off of what I've seen from the trailer. So King Jared of Edenia is going to die.
Mm.
And when King Jared dies, and this is, I don't, and if people have been playing the game and, you know, paying attention to the lore, you kind of knew that this was going to happen anyway. And
Yeah.
King Jared dying was the first steps of Ermac becoming a character. So
Yes.
I think not only is King Jared gonna die, but I think Cole's gonna die, and part of his soul is going to get fused with King Jared, to then create Ermac. And I don't think Ermac is going to be shown until the very end of the movie. He might be like one of those post-credit scene type of things.
Yeah.
Because Ermac, that was a bad motherfucker right there. That was a dude who was like, oh shit, because he was souls from
Hmm.
various different warriors. So he had the knowledge of various techniques, the full thing. So I think Cole, King Jared, probably some others, those souls are going to be collected, and then the end of the movie, you're going to have Ermac's eyes open up with basically he's a mummified look, and then boom, the green glowing eyes. End of movie. Let's go to number 3 now. Uh,
That would be something. I can see that.
I can definitely see that happening.
That's a good picture painted.
Yeah, I can definitely see that happening just based
Mhm.
on the trailer itself. The trailer itself shows King Jared getting killed by Shao Kahn.
Yes.
So it's kind of like, okay, we know that's gonna happen.
Hmm.
So now where does that specific scene lead to? Well, for the new fans that are coming in, oh man, why would you show us the death of all that's it? It's gonna lead up to something.
Correct.
And King Jared's death leads up to Ermac being brought in. If I'm not mistaken, I might have to go back and look into it. King Jared's soul getting transferred in was the last piece to Ermac becoming. He
That
was the
sounds about right.
last soul piece that Quan Chi needed to be
Hmm.
able to really like, oh, this is the final piece to the puzzle.
Hmm. Now I'm a
Um,
supreme. Now I'm supreme.
yep. So
Hmm.
I think it's going to get to that point. There's a lot, and Shao Kahn. I mean, they're giving him more of game-wise what he looked at. He looked like he's almost like part dragon,
Yep. Yep.
type of look. So his eyes have those like dragon slits, and he's got
Hmm.
like almost like patches of like the scale skin,
Hmm.
on him. So I love that aspect. I was like, okay, perfect. That's who he was.
Correct.
He wasn't, like in the originals, he wasn't the humanoid that just had the skull helmet and the hammer. No, he was part dragon. Like this motherfucker was like, he was part logo, people. Like, this is one of the reasons why Shao Kahn was so fucking big to begin with.
That's right.
So and they got a guy who to p- to play him who one, I know he has martial arts experience. And two, that dude in real life is big as fuck. They don't need to put the extras on
Yeah.
him. He's one of those, like, when we talked about, like, Henry Cavill, you didn't need to put in the fake muscles
No.
in the suit.
Just give me
That's
the
how
suit.
this guy is. He's just a
Just give me the
fucking
libtards.
fully loaded, jacked motherfucker that can fight. And those are the sons of bitches like, God damn, you're that big and strong and you can fight? Yeah. Hey,
Nope.
you got it, bud.
Yep. 100%.
So that Katana's gonna get put the one thing that I was wondering for the movies, and this is where I can see why some people had certain disagreements on the first one, because there were certain plot holes that were in there that made me look at it going, okay, I can see, because Melina is the one with the white in the teeth.
Yes.
That's Katana's sister.
I thought so.
Matter of fact, she's a clone of Katana with um Baraka's people's blood
Hmm.
mixed in. So the fact
Hence the
that they
teeth.
showed her in the first one without really giving, because Melina was another very important story.
Yes.
Her Melina and Katana tied with Sindel, who was also tied with Shao Kahn. That
Yeah.
story all in itself right there is a big part in the lore. So because they brought her up first, I was like, I don't know why they did that.
Hmm.
I don't
Too
know
soon?
why they didn't bring it in with Katana.
Yeah.
Um, Cabal Cabal was fine. He's a mercenary. New Kano, the whole thing. Like that one, I was kind of like, all right, cool. Yeah,
Makes
Cabal's fine.
sense.
Cabal is work. General Reiko. General Reiko, they made in this first movie look like any regular NPC. People, General Reiko was the right-hand man of Shao Kahn. He was a mini Shao Kahn, essentially. Almost the same fighting style, strength, not part dragon. That's why he was obviously much smaller.
Yeah.
But General Reiko, he wasn't that big dumbass brute that they showed in the first one. He was intelligent, highly intelligent,
Hmm.
commanding armies. Shao Kahn didn't have to really do much because he had basically mini me in there running the show. Oh, I know I can put Reiko out there and everything is going to be cool.
Right.
Very rarely did Reiko fail. So that's where I was kind of like, I feel like they were fishing for characters, like evil characters to put in there.
Hmm.
I mean, I know in this second one, it's kind of like obviously with Quan Chi, there's going to be a lot of revivals. Kano's coming back. He was killed, but he's coming back.
Yeah.
In this second one, Sub Zero dead, but like in the
Coming back.
story, Bihan died, but came back as Noob Saibot.
Hmm.
Um, so I know that that story is going to make sense. There were bits and pieces it almost seemed like there were certain characters that they these are the characters that we want to build the story off of.
Yeah.
These other characters feel like secondary characters but in reality, they're not secondary characters. Every single one of the characters, like
Is needed.
if you play the video game and you can play them as a character to fight, they are important characters to the lore and the story.
Hmm.
There's not one character that's what I would call like a throw off, like a character that we can just throw in there to kill. Everybody has some sort of piece to the story that is important.
I kind of
Uh,
love that.
was dubbed Melina is one of the adopted daughters of the Outworld Emperor and one of his personal enforcers. Exactly, served as an antagonist throughout the series. The whole thing. So Melina was like important. She trained with Katana. Growing up as kids. Um, but yeah, Melina wasn't just a throw off character.
No.
Reiko's not a throw off character. Melina's not. Even Cabal, to a certain extent, is not a throw off character.
No.
So it was kind of like in the first one, I was going, y'all better hope you bring him back and give him a better story because these guys are actually more important than you actually made them look like in this first one.
Hmm.
So the fact that Kung Lao,
Kung Lao. Yeah.
the fact that he died so early,
By his
I
own
was
hat.
like,
That
whoa, whoa, whoa.
was too soon too.
I was like, wait a minute, are we not realizing that there's a whole game based off of the shit that him and Liu Kang did? The Shaolin monks? There's an entire game on on these motherfuckers. Kung Lao that is the descendant of Kung Lao. Like the this he was better than Liu Kang was.
Yeah.
Now, he died later on, but the fact that they did it this soon was like, "Yo, what are we doing?"
And buy his own hat, by the way. It's just
Yeah. Well, the fact, and he got his soul was taken by Shang Tsung, which tells me once the soul is taken, you're gone. You're done. Now he's coming back in the second one,
interesting.
but I'm like, how? How are you going to bring him back when his soul was taken?
Right.
Unless you somehow got the soul back, which I don't remember Raiden having the power to do that. He's the thunder god of thunder and lightning. That's it.
Yeah.
He's got no resurrection powers. He's got none of that shit. He's had to do the only way he was able to do that was doing it with that amulet.
Does he?
Now, if
He doesn't
that
have it anymore, does he?
well, I that's what I'm saying. If the amulet is the only way it can be done, they previewed it a little bit in the first one. The one that Kano tried to steal, but Liu Kang
Mm-hmm.
told him to put it back.
Mm-hmm.
That was the amulet that I was like, "Oh shit, they're
Mm.
already teasing it." So that amulet now, if they get that back, maybe that's the amulet that they get, bring this the Kung Lao's soul back
Yeah.
and brings him back. I don't know how they're going to do it. I'm excited to see how they're going to do it. But
Correct.
nonetheless, it's like we got into a whole thing. We're over here talking. We're talking about games and stuff we're passionate about. Mortal Kombat lore and story, as you can tell.
Yeah.
I've dealt a lot through my life through that
Mm-hmm.
shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But and name of the title and everything is who is the strongest. We're talking about a lot of the strongest, characters and stuff.
Yeah.
But so I did want to ask this one because this is a an argument that I've seen over and over and over again, and I kind of get the argument of both sides, but I wanted to ask you this one, and Dub and anybody else who's listening and watching, who wins this fight? Goku or Superman? I
Hmm.
I I think I know the answer, but some people have made decent points. Now, if we're talking base level, that's one argument. If we're talking fully powered up, that's another argument. And it's just that so I'm trying to figure out
There's levels to this fight, and there's nowhere you can pan it out, but it's to say is they're both aliens, but Superman is different,
mm,
and he's pretty. I would say, oh man, and I'm a Goku fan, but I just think that some way somehow his goofiness are getting in the way of it
mhm,
and not taking that fight kind of serious, like how he didn't take Frieza seriously, and he got laser beam right in his damn chest.
mhm.
Uh,
But it's like one of those things, like if Superman's beating his ass, obviously it's gonna get to the point where Goku's gonna basically level up after getting his ass whooped the whole time.
yeah,
But then
but
you look at
how much
Superman,
level can he go? Superman doesn't stop. The only thing that you're gonna have that stops him is kryptonite.
and I don't think Goku's smart enough
No, because
to wanna
he doesn't want
implement
an
that.
advantage. He's gonna want to fight
Exactly.
him straight up. And that Superman's only weakness besides Lois Lane. He can probably take the Kamehameha wave. The man can take bullets. He'll probably walk through the blast that Goku throws. I mean, Goku might beat him up just for the physical because of the karate and all the stuff like that, and the moves and the
But
instant
will it be
transmission.
effective?
No,
Hmm.
Wonder Woman couldn't even beat Superman.
I don't really think anybody in the DC universe, other than because Batman did his due diligence, but without
Without the
Batman getting
kryptonite,
that
you're not
info,
beating
yeah,
Superman.
exactly. As a
So
saying,
let's just be a realist.
and Lord forbid you piss him off.
Thank you.
Evil
So
Superman was a motherfucker.
as much as I'm a Goku fan, but I'm just gonna have to look at the facts that Kryptonite and Lois Lane is the only way you stop this man, unless you're Omega Beams. So
It, yeah, because I had thought about it too, going like base form. I think Goku gets his ass whooped.
I
If we're
even
just
think
talking base form. But then I saw somebody's like, "Oh, well, what about mastered Ultra Instinct Goku?" I was like, "Okay, mastered Ultra Instinct Goku, but you can't say base form. Like, you have to go like almost same power levels or evolution levels. Can't necessarily say that." I would
I would
probably
say
say
this.
even then, base Superman would still hand a good ass
Just
whooping.
look at the Justice League movie where the Flash took off and he literally thought that he was going to run, and you saw Kal-El eyes just follow where he was. There, his hearing is unbelievable. So
Yeah,
even with Goku's instant transmission, he'll know where he's going
yeah,
and where he's going to be. So it's
that's a tough. That I mean, I guess it ain't that tough of a discussion.
and guess what? I everybody knows I am the biggest goat when it comes to anime. Goku's my goat. I'm just gonna
Yeah,
keep it real.
yeah.
And you just have to be a realist. Superman is that dude. And if you ain't got kryptonite or Lois Lane ain't in the situation, you're getting mollywopped. Just easy.
Yeah. Yeah, well, those are
Even if
cheat
they
codes. Yep.
fused, Gogeta still getting whooped on.
Yeah.
It's absolutely, as Dub just said in the comments, he's a cheat code. Yes. This is why he doesn't have a video game.
What if Goku with Whis powers?
Again, you still need kryptonite.
Yeah. He has no evolutions.
There's nothing that you're going to do to him. I mean, you try to freeze him, he has heat vision. You try to come out with him, he can free. He'll he'll blow on Goku and he'll freeze him.
Yeah, what about, oh man, if it was Prime Superman too, holy shit.
Yeah,
Superman from Earth Prime. Oh,
yeah.
I mean,
It's
he'd probably just do this. Boop.
exactly. I mean, so
We
let's
can
just be
dead the
real.
argument there.
I just say it's be real. It's almost like, well, if Jordan played with LeBron or LeBron, yeah, if that, it's never going to happen. Their paths are never going to cross. Superman is the greatest in freaking DC as an alien. We all know Batman is the greatest. Let's just be real. And then Goku is in his era, of where he's at. So
Who
it
in the Marvel universe could beat Superman?
you still need kryptonite. This, that's all I can. That's it.
Not even Franklin?
I mean, Franklin could probably,
He could probably produce what he needs to beat him.
uh,
Because again, when we go back to the original argument, Franklin is probably the biggest cheat code,
Yep.
but he's not invulnerable.
Hmm.
He's still mortal to a certain extent. As much as he can do, he can still be killed.
This is true. The Superman laser eyes, heat vision.
Hell, even a well placed punch.
Yeah. Can still freeze him.
Damn, so is Superman the strongest character of all time in any universe?
We would have if you don't have kryptonite, you're gonna have to. Yeah. Who's beating him? They literally just tell you his weakness is kryptonite. That's it.
That's it.
That is it.
You need something from his own homeland, which doesn't exist anymore. Oh man. If you but that's the thing, like, well, if they happen to get kryptonite,
Well, then yes. You
then you
saw
have
what
obviously
Batman
you have a
did to
job.
him when he blew that smoke in him. He was whooping his ass. He
Yep.
was human
Yep.
until that kryptonite smoke wore off. Batman bowed down. Hold on, bro. Hold on. Okay, my bad. Didn't mean to be punching you in the face like that.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you didn't went. Yeah, you didn't went there.
Yeah. Cosmic
See,
armor, Superman. Yeah. Ah, damn.
the name says itself. Superman. That's
And then
eh, eh,
like Deb said, you throw the cosmic armor on it. It's fucking rap. It's a rap.
and then Superman's not even my favorite character, but I'm gonna have to you got to give credit where credit is due. He the shit.
And you don't want to give it to him because he looks like such a fucking dork.
Right.
Was that Pete Holmes, that one, remember the Batman versus Superman parody he did? The you nerd hair, boring, fucking white bread. What are you gonna do
Oh,
with your heat vision? Is that super cold, madam?
that is classic. That is classic. Well, yeah, yeah. So yeah, there's
But yeah, I mean, when you really kind of break it down, like if we're talking about like, I mean, obviously, if you throw krypton or crypt kryptonite into the equation, Superman is getting beat, or whatever it is. But if you're going base power level versus power level,
Superman. That's it. I mean, all those
it's
other lists. I don't know how other lists didn't even make him accountable for that. That to think about. Damn, you can only stop this man if you put kryptonite on him. Unless it's a James Gunn Superman, then it doesn't take kryptonite to make him soft. So
yeah, but I see when the new Superman, I was just kind of like, he made him look a little bit soft, but like when he was getting his ass beat, did the dude have at least a little bit of kryptonite in him? Or actually,
it was just
no,
himself.
didn't. Yeah, I would say we found out it was himself.
Hmm.
I mean, so it makes sense why he got his ass beat. He's fighting himself.
Well, even the what was that? The chick's name? What was her character? She was giving him the business.
And then that list that we just saw, they have Supergirl ahead of Superman. Okay, so Supergirl Superman fight.
I guess Supergirl's whooping that ass. But how? Here's the thing. They're both the same, and it takes kryptonite to bring them down.
With Like Captain America, I can do this all day. Yep, that's Superman,
Like
all
you
right. He,
said, Superman is highly durable.
yeah, damn. So power level for power level, Superman reigns supreme at the top of
Yeah,
the list.
he's at the top of the food chain. If you ask me, I mean, yeah, everybody else has a different list, but if you're gonna ask me, you might get your licks in, but he's right back at you.
That's
I mean,
faster
he
than
had to snap what's his face's neck. Um, why
Joker.
am I drawing the blank? Zod.
Oh, Zod. Yeah.
Okay, and they're the same, and they were just going blow for blow. Nobody was had an advantage until Superman decided to break his neck.
Because at that point, Kryptonian versus Kryptonian is like human versus human.
Absolutely.
Whoever gets the upper hand and makes the fatal
Yeah,
blow, everything's
that
gonna
was
happen.
it. We can swing these fists all day and destroy these buildings, but the only way you gonna stop me if you just kill me.
Yep. That's the only way that can happen. And then outside of that, it's just kind of you got Superman and Supergirl up there is like fuck if they're fighting like Deb has it's a fight that would never end. Well, it would end if somebody dies.
They would have to get the advantage.
One of them would have to kill each other, and because they're
Mhm.
family, I don't think it would even happen.
Yeah,
Superman wouldn't have it in him to kill his cousin, and I don't think
sure.
Supergirl would have it in her to.
Car, excuse me, not Karen Carr.
You know who would win? You know who would win the fight? Crypto.
Crypto.
He's the one who would win it all. Fuck it. Crypto is the highest. Crypto's the best. We all love
Yes,
crypto.
yes. After we left
Because
out of the movie, all of us just sit here and said, "Crypto was the greatest,"
Crypto was beating Superman's ass just by playing with him.
and
You
destroy Lex. That was even better.
know.
And then looked up at Superman like, "What? Bro, he was
Cryp-
disrespecting you."
Crypto the super dog is top
Yeah,
tier. Then you got
yes,
Superman. Then you got Supergirl, or vice
yeah.
versa, however you want to flip
However you want
those.
to call it, but yeah, it's
And then
Crypto.
there's everybody else, apparently. I mean,
Yeah.
I know there's going to be a lot of people who read or see it and go like, "No, that's bullshit. That never happened. I'm going to give you an example." Well, please, if you have an example, if you have somebody, and you have a good explanation on how, please let
Without
us know.
using kryptonite.
Exactly. We're only going power level for power level. We're not talking about like obviously everybody has weaknesses and everything else like that. But when you have only power level for power level, who reigns supreme? And it from the sound of it, it's very hard not to go with Superman or Supergirl or Crypto
Absolutely.
or Magic. Ooh, oh, ooh.
Mm.
Wait a minute. Can Magic affect him?
Well, only thing you can do is mess with his brain. If you've seen the Batman Hush, Poison Ivy, you know that's pretty much about it. You can manip his brain. That's pretty much it. Because remember, Superman had to talk him out of something too before. I mean Batman.
So if he's vulnerable to magic, according to
Well,
Dub
hell,
here, that
everybody's damn
he
near
says
vulnerable to
yes.
magic.
I mean, yeah, technically. If we're going based on magic,
Because didn't Zathania do something to him as well?
so think about this. Frank, and I'm going to go back to Franklin here because we had talked about Franklin being in another tier of himself. The things that Franklin can do. I'm thinking,
But the only way that you would have to do that it will work if you would have to manip him to go somewhere near kryptonite so you can take him down because you can have his mind control, but he's still the most powerful being in the world.
Superman lacks specific immunity to magic, allowing spells to affect him or allow magical creatures to capture or to cause him harm. See, Jean Grey, Dark Phoenix Jean Grey to be specific.
But how are
Mind,
you?
mind
How are you gonna beat
manipulation.
him?
I
Like
mean, the mind
full fledged
manipulation,
beat
like
him?
you said, like she can basically fuck with
Oh
his mind
shit!
now.
Scarlet Witch.
Scarlet Witch. See that? See, all right, now we're cooking. Now we're cooking. Now there's
Mm.
possibilities.
No, well,
It's
Dub
not.
opened up the Professor Dub opened up the door when he started saying it magic. So now the brain is starting to,
Yep. If it was only kryptonite, that would be one thing. But because there are certain immunity or like he says, lacks the specific immunities to magic,
hmm
that yeah, that could really open up the floodgates. And that puts
Well,
Franklin back up there, that puts Scarlet Witch up there, that puts kind of, Dark
hmm
Phoenix, Jean Grey up there.
hmm
There's now characters that are arising now that could possibly put up a fight against Kal-El. As much of a
Yeah,
cheat code as he is, there's still certain weaknesses other than kryptonite.
I
So,
think. Wait, can Vision fuck with him? Into an aspect of that Vision can become a self thing, and he can just be swinging right through him. As a
we'll see. Additionally, he is vulnerable to psychic attacks, lead shielding that blocks his X-ray vision, and emotional manipulation due to his humanity.
which we saw a lot of emotion in the James
The
Gunn.
psychic attacks itself tells me, okay, there are a few X-Men that I know about that would possibly fuck with him for sure. Scarlet
Professor
Witch,
Xavier.
Scarlet Witch will give him nightmares beyond his wildest
Oh,
imaginations.
he will think he'll be around Kryptonite when he's not.
Yeah,
And we're
there's some
talking we're talking full fledged Wanda Scarlet Witch. The one that Doctor Strange had to fight. Where she went and took the authority and yeah, I think she
made
could beat
Black
Superman.
made Black Bolt blow his own head off
Yeah,
essentially.
she could beat. I think she could be. I think Scarlet Witch could beat Superman just with the telepathy and the mind games.
Yeah, all
Definitely
in
make him,
itself.
like I said, definitely will make him feel like he was in around Kryptonite.
Yeah,
He'll bow
Scarlet Witch
down.
is up
Yeah.
there. Scarlet Witch, I think, is what we would consider Omega level as well.
Oh, wholeheartedly.
Um, Scarlet Witch is very powerful too. Like in the
hmm
Marvel universe itself, Scarlet Witch is very much up there, top three, top five, strongest out of everyone.
Even the movie directors will tell you that
Hmm.
she's
She's different.
yeah.
She's different. Scarlet Witch, man. What do y'all think? Can Scarlet Witch do what it takes to be able to beat Kal-El? Can anybody with psychic powers really? And that's an interesting conversation that I don't think people. I think again, people if they're talking about raw brute strength and power level,
Superman
there's
wins
certain
hands down.
Superman wins, a lot of things, but because of his certain immunities or lack thereof immunities to certain
hmm
things, there are certain characters that could pop up in other universes. Maybe not in DC. I don't know many of DC telepathy wise, other than maybe I mean, Darkseid can probably with the Omega beams
Mephisto.
and everything like that. Mephisto can be an Mephisto. Yeah. Yep. Yep.
hmm
Thank you, Dub, for giving that. See, this is why we got Dub. Our Professor X of this show.
That's what I call it, Professor
Pro-
Dev.
Professor Dove in the building. We love it.
But
Ladies and
yeah, once you
gentlemen,
said magic, that's all I said. Yeah, you didn't. My
yeah, it's
my
like we didn't think about the magic part of it. So
Yeah,
yep,
and
that
Mephisto
definitely
is
opens up.
definitely someone that can manipulate your fucking brain and make you think shit.
Yep. Mephisto will probably make Superman kill himself.
Oh, well, like I said, just how I said Scarlet Witch can make him feel like that he's around kryptonite.
Yep.
Mephisto will make you really see it. Like you're, well, Scarlet Witch can do the same, but I just think Mephisto is a little more sinister.
Yeah. Scarlet Witch's primary weaknesses are her mortal physical vulnerability, emotional instability. Well, the emotional instability, yes, it's a weakness, but it
She
could
will
also be
fuck
very much
Superman
turned into a
brain up
strength.
with that emotional
You know,
instability.
and reliance on concentration, making her a glass cannon who can be taken down by surprise attacks. I
Not
mean,
if she
one
got
on,
that strong mind control on him.
yeah, one on
But there's a
one, it would be a
possibility.
good one.
It'd be a
It would be a good one.
possibility, but
No, because that makes sense. Certain surprise, if she's not focused, or if she's, there's definitely things that can make it a hell of a fight.
hmm
Definitely make it a hell of a fight. But whatever you, everybody who's watching, our nerdy friends as well. Appreciate you guys for watching episode 2 of the DNA, the Digital Nerd Alliance's fight lore, video games, anime, comic books, you name it, whatever you guys think. Give us some more in the comments. Let us know who you think is the strongest character in all universes or in their respective universes. We appreciate you guys for hanging out. This is almost our Night Owl version
hey,
of the show. You know,
hey.
so we got to have some sort of Night Owl thing come in at one point or another.
hmm
Um, Go to JaffosTV.com. All of the collections are up. The new family collection is up. New additions to the DNA, All Pro Jaffos, Jaffos TV. You guys already know. Go get the merch. That's the best way to be able to help the program. JaffosTV.com. Go get it all. It is all there on the website. We appreciate every single one of you guys for hanging out with us tonight, giving us your input. Professor Dub, we appreciate you, sir. And we will talk to you guys again next time. Stay nerdy, stay classy. We love you guys. We'll see you later. Deuces.